Thanks, guys. Hello, college students! Woo! You guys are awesome. Now, I want you to make some noise if Relay for Life or Colleges Against Cancer is one of the biggest organizations on your campus. Make some noise. All right. The days are gone when college students just need to know how to fundraise in order to be leaders. Completely different now. You guys have positions of authority, power, influence. The game has changed.
When we had the opportunity to address the students in Dallas, they felt what we were saying. Student leadership has changed forever. And with that change comes new responsibilities and challenges that today's student volunteers need to face. And that's what the Student Leadership Initiative is all about. Helping students face those challenges and further the mission of the American Cancer Society. That's why we're so excited to welcome you on board with the Student Leadership Initiative National Organizing Team. This video has two purposes. The first is to formally welcome you to be part of this effort that's innovative and exciting, and we're just glad that you're here. The second purpose is to introduce you to some technical things that are really going to help us get going as we start on our journey. So let's get started. Oh, well, what do you know? It's Adam Schwartz.
Hey Zach, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm actually just talking to the new members of the national organizing teams.
Hey, how are you guys?
You know, I'm trying to figure out, we've got a huge task in front of us to try to prepare and to empower the students across the country. Now, I honestly think that this is the best team ever assembled by the American Cancer Society. The experience, the innovation, the creativity, the expertise, the genius that's offered by this group of people is certainly exceptional. But I'm trying to figure out how can we capitalize on that to make sure we get done what we need to get done.
Well, I think it's by thinking differently. This committee is going to have the opportunity to work in ways that we've never seen before. You know, most groups that you work with, they're going to be using traditional methods of communication. But our team's all about thinking differently. We're going to be using all sorts of different Google services, Google Chat. We can use Google Documents, Google Forms to be able to go back. We'll have the opportunity to use conference calls to be able to share ideas. Take it to the next level. And in fact, the first thing that they're going to be able to do is after this video is to log online and put in their first questions into a Google form. So we're going to be able to develop the next set of questions moving forward. So Zach, what's going on with the Student Leadership Initiative?
You know what, Adam? What? I'm glad that you asked because the Student Leadership Initiative has had a big year. Over the last year, we've held over 6 trainings across the country in over 4 divisions. We've trained dozens of volunteers through our program, and we've reached thousands of people through the Face of Change initiative. Not only that, but the program's been critically acclaimed by division staff all over the country, along with participants that are experts in the field of training and leadership. Our program's been reviewed by people that do this for a living, and they say this is one of the best programs they've ever seen. But the potential is still out there, and that's why we are so excited that we have a new group of people that are taking the reins and making sure that this initiative goes to the next level. Before your team has their first conference call, make sure your team members take a look at the form you're going to fill out at the end of the call. The form allows you to indicate what team you're on, who attended the meeting, and then also type in your team's vision and some goals that you're trying to achieve. So this seems like a good idea, Adam, but where does this information go? Why is it important?
Well, it's important because it's what we're going to be able to use to share ideas back and forth. By logging on to our Google Documents, our Google Forms, if one group, let's say maybe marketing and communications, is having some problems, they're going to be able to share it with everyone else. So that someone from our national organizing team or the division mobilizers will be able to see what their issues are, and maybe they'll be able to work out a solution to help each other out.
Hey Adam, do you want to go play baseball?
No, we really can't. We have to work on the Student Leadership Initiative.
Alright, I'll talk to you soon, man.
Hey, but we gotta work. Well, at least we know you guys well. Why don't we take this time to walk through some of the things about our committee? We're going to be asking for your guys' help to make sure to stay on top of your communication. So when you receive an email or a call from somebody on any of the committees, we do ask that you're going to respond within about 48 hours or so. Along the same lines, as Zach mentioned before, is we're using these Google Forms and these Google Documents. And it's going to be important that all of us regularly update that information so we can make sure to share information between everyone that's working on the initiative so we can continue growing. And then last but not least, we need your help to make sure that we meet our deadlines. In order to continue building this program so it can get stronger and better, we need to put up material on time so we can get it out to the divisions to be used in this upcoming year.
So you've heard a lot of information from us, but keep in mind that's not all you're going to have to know. The reason why you're on this committee is because you're idea people. You've got the creativity, the experience, the ingenuity to make things happen, and that's what you're going to have to call upon. So keep thinking about how you're going to make this program the best it can be. This is our chance to really leave a legacy, not only for our committees, not only for the initiative, but for the society and for our country and world as a whole.
And so now you've heard it. You've read the emails, you've watched the video, you've learned as much as you can about the Student Leadership Initiative and where it's been. Now it's in your hands. We're turning to you, the future leaders of the Student Leadership Initiative, to make it happen. It's never too early to start sending out that first email and talking to your subcommittee. Have those conversations, create your vision, and to develop what you want the Student Leadership Initiative to be. So we're going to ask you now to please go back to that initial email, log on to complete the Google form, tell us what you thought, questions you have, and start the dialogue. And then immediately after, send out the email, get that committee talking, and start creating your vision so that we can create the future, because we can fight back and save lives through the Student Leadership Initiative.